My name is Chief Olanrewaju Bashorun, the Seriki of Awori Kingdom. Thank you very much for that question. Let me start by appreciating the government of the APC-led government of this period under the President Muhammadu Buhari, and our governor, His Excellency Prince Dapo Abiodun, and Engineer Noimon Salako Oyedele. And you know, we have to identify and recognize the agency that is doing this project. That is the Millennium Development Goals, and I think ably led by Madam Adejoke Orelokwe, the former Deputy Governor of Lagos State. Well, I think the little we know about the project is a lot of similar projects are going on everywhere in the country, ably led by the same woman we are talking about. I think she came into Ota and realized that Ota, being the commercial hub of Ogun State, is lacking a lot of developmental projects. She identified some major issues that we are lacking, some major projects that she feels will enhance the life and development of Ota youth. Part of it is, you know, the coming of the mini stadium. The origin of that project is between that agency and Kabiyesi Olota of Ota. I think I can remember the first day that the lady identified that, oh, that kind of project is needed here. She discussed it with Kabiyesi, and every other part of that is history. But I need to mention that that is not the only thing that agency is doing in Ota. If you go to Igomode Grammar School, you will see the same massive development and renovations that she's doing. And if you look at that mini stadium you're talking about, you will realize that it's not only the mini stadium that has been done there. The renovation of all those classes, and you know, to the extent of changing all the rules and, you know, rebuilding some, and she has even gone to the other primary schools now, you know, in Ota too. I think we need to thank the Madam Orelokwe Adefulore, you know, that she has, you know, identified our problem and came to our aid. And we need to thank our governor and her deputy too for allowing that kind of projects to be situated here in Ota. You know, we really appreciate that. That shows, you know, what I continue to talk about, like government. One of the characteristics of a good government is responsiveness. You know, when a government heard the cry of its people and respond, you know, that is what we are talking about. I don't think any government will want to neglect any of these areas, but if we state our issues and we see the government coming to attend to those issues, I think we should commend Governor Dapo Abiodun and his deputy for prompt and for allowing, you know, that kind of projects to be situated in Ota. Well, I don't think digging into the madam's background or her lineage is something that is very important to the project. I think all we need to look about is the kind of job that she's doing all over the country. I happen to travel to some other part of the country and saw the same kind of developmental project she's been doing. So attaching a background to the project, I don't really think that is anything to do with what she has done. I think she is doing it perfectly everywhere and all around the country. You know, I went to somewhere in Abeokuta, you know, even deeper in the forest of Abeokuta, and I saw a massive hall that the Millennium Development Goal has built there. And, you know, all over Lagos, all Ondo State, everywhere that we went, we saw our hands. So, you know, when somebody very, very active and somebody very good, you know, like this is what they say, like putting the round peg in the round hole. When you put somebody that is very, very good and savvy and ready to serve into a good place where they can actually impact people's life, this is what you will be seeing. And you will see a lot of people will want to claim that kind of a woman. Oh, she's from Egba, she's from Isaleko, she's from Keja, she's from Ondo, she's from everywhere. She's a Yoruba woman, a very good woman that is really delivering on the mandate of her agency. That is what I see. And see from her record, she was a commissioner in Lagos State, then a deputy governor in Lagos State. And, you know, when she was in charge of the something FEPA or something in Lagos, I'll be WEPA, women empowerment. You know, there is a lot of markets, a lot of women that she already assisted in Lagos. She's, you know, I just conclude that she's just a God-fearing, good person that believes that she wants her name to be cast on gold. And she has been doing it. History. I just want to thank her for being a very, very important part of Ota Awori history. The coming of our father, His Royal Majesty Kabiyesi Professor Adeyemi Obalandege Ekun II, is a very, very monumental development in the history of Awori people. Now we have a professor, a very, very exposed person as our king. And you can tell he's only 2 years on the throne, and we can all see what he has been doing. Part of what he said during his coronation, you know, was the development and empowerment of Awori youth. And you cannot talk about developing the Awori youth without talking about sports. You know, history have it that Ota, especially that Ansarudeen, has produced a lot of sports icon and a lot of talents in the past. But for some reason, you know, due to the neglect that we've been talking about, you know, the neglect of years and years, every good thing that we have in Ota has almost gone. But we thank the present administration. They are bringing all those good things back to Ota. Now, talking about how this can key into Kabiyesi's vision. If we have a very good sporting facilities where we can breed our youth, where we can engage them, take them off the street from doing any bad thing, you know, where we can kind of nurture them in, you know, good aspect of life like football, athletics. We even heard that, you know, Kabiyesi is speaking with this same agency if they can give us like a space in there where they can have indoor sports like chess, like, you know, monopolies, you know, games that can build people's mind. I believe with all those ones we will have a very vibrant youth, you know, not youth that will be engaging in any bad vibes in the society. We won't want that project to just be for 1 decade alone. That project will be a very good project that will outlive a lot of us by the grace of God. And we from the palace, through our Kabiyesi, we've proposed, you know, to be part of the management of that facility. And I know that that is being given a very, very positive attention.